I have to do some serious work to get this engine bay dialed. If I can get rid of this Ford battery, that looks terrible. So we take 5W20. Figures that's a dealership move right there. Who the heck puts their freaking oil cap on upside down? Just take the extra 12 seconds to do it right. And that's what a monster 6.2 liter V8 looks like. So I'm going to change the oil. It takes 7 quarts of 5W20, and of course a Ford filter. I have 34,000 miles hanging out. Normal procedure is to get the paper out before I get started. These things are junk. This is going to be my next invention. Is a proper oil pan. Like these things you can't tighten them down. They get cross-threaded even though there's only like 3 threads. I'm already messing up my wash bay. Shoot. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, take this out. And you'll take the, oh, it says a dipstick, can you believe it? So excited, these stupid German cars. I just want a dipstick so I can tell how much oil's in the thing. Isn't that fancy? Oops, or should I say not fancy, but actually useful. I bet you the Mustang has a dipstick. Just set that bad boy right there. And then I was worried, I'm like, shit, do I need to take this whole plate off to change the oil? There's a little spout on here. I don't know if that's part for the oil filter. Look at that. Did I guess right? Of course not. 16 mil. Not 17. It doesn't even look like this has a crush washer on it. So normally with a, with a plug on a, on a vehicle on the bottom, you don't want to apply sort of increasing pressure. You want to try to just break this bolt. I forget what they call it. It has something to do with the thread. So it's not all very tight, so it doesn't matter. This is the part where you guys get to laugh because I usually make a giant mess. This is also the part where I generally get some gloves, but I'm already under here, so screw it. So make a nice big mess. Alright, let's think out my plan of attack here. This is where
might be able to do it. There you go.
That's where I usually burn my wrist off and start screaming. There we go, not bad.
Nope, pretty good.
Now if I can reach my arm. Yeah. Alright, I need to get out of here. How cool is this though? I don't have to jack the thing up. Maybe I was meant to be a truck guy. Yeah, there's no washer on this thing at all.
Huh.
Just has like a little integrated. Like the Porsche, you're supposed to replace the plug. I mean, you probably should do it on this too, but I don't have one for this, and it's on sort of short notice. I'll probably buy a couple of them next time around. I just went to Advance Auto and bought some parts. They have factory Ford stuff. Although I'm switching to Mobile One in this. Ugh. Shoot.
I think some gloves could.
I think I might go into Advance Auto after all. It's moving. It was moving. Oh yeah,
you got it.
Take a break. A little bit at a time. All right. I got it. So you see this nifty little spout thing? That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's... It looks factory.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can pick that up on
That's
here.
nifty. That's a big old filter. I guess it's a big old motor, so we'll let that run. Now the truck is lukewarm, you know. I don't like to do it when it's super hot, but we drove to church, came back, sat here for maybe an hour and a half, an hour, and now it's sort of medium hot. I don't want it to be so hot that it can burn my hands off. Because then when the oil's hotter, it's thinner, so it runs out. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands. You just want to get a little oil around the gasket. I usually dump a little oil in there and then do one of these. You could go dip your finger in the dirty oil. So you got that. That's a big old filter, man. Always get some more paper towels. I'm gonna wipe out the little drip pan. And then some oil gets on some of these coolant hoses and stuff. This is one of those things like cleaning out the door jambs. If you do this every time, you won't have a bunch of buildup and funk. Down here. So much for wiping that all out. Have to do it again. You really only want to hand tighten anyway, because it'll tighten up on its own a little bit. This thing has like a little rubber gasket on this nut, so it doesn't look like it needs a crush washer. So clean off the sway bar, bottom of the tank, subframe brace, clean all that stuff off. Oops. And then we'll tighten it down. This is one of those bolts that I always stress about tightening too much. So, I mean, theoretically, the smart thing to do would be to get a torque wrench and do it smartly, but I've changed oil so many times. I know some guys are adamant about using torque wrenches. I just, most of the time, probably because I have a crappy one, just do it by hand, do it by feel. Alright, so this is the part where I always pull the oil pan out so I don't forget about it and drive over it later. There we go. Hope I don't get shunned on the Raptor forum for not using Ford Motocraft oil. I would have used AMSOIL, but I just didn't have time to get any. Or I didn't want to make time to get any. You saying, oh, I'm just too busy, I don't have time. Well, make time. Unless you got 5 kids.
Or 9.
Yeah. Even then.
It was funny last time I brought Josh out here. He's like, wow, these houses for normal people and not even presidents. That's what he said when he came out here.
Well, did you tell him I'm not normal?
Yeah. He made a drawing of a red car and wrote Obsessed Garage at the top and the logo.
You're so proud of him.
I am. And I'm like, well, I guess Matt has to get a red car next.
I do want a red car. Every car except for purple, baby blue, yellow. So actually, pretty much I want silver, red, or blue.
No orange.
Or white. Yeah, no orange. What other colors do I want? I do want green, though.
I was gonna say like a dark green,
I want
or the green of your oil catch pan.
yeah, that green.
That would look pretty good on like a
GT3 RS
I was gonna say-
signal green.
yeah,
That's what I want.
yeah. That would look pretty cool.
So there is a little tackiness in me. Sorry to alienate half of the cargo population. I'm sure you guys think the same thing about me with my goofy white and black. It's okay. We can still all get along. The whole black wheel thing, I mean, I dig it. Not enough to have every single car with black wheels. It just kind of happened by accident. The only one that was intentional was the M3. The GT3 was by accident. The Tahoe, you really don't have any other choice because all their other wheels are goofy. And the truck, you know, it was already there. So what'll happen now is I'll switch the other way and end up with no black wheels. So what I think I'll do is I'll put like 6 3/4 in here. Then once you become sort of certain how much oil the thing takes, then you can just put the, if you take 7, you take 7. So the other cars, my other cars, you don't have a choice. You have to go short and then guess and drive around for like 100 miles to get a darn oil reading. This thing, I'm going to put the dipstick in. It's going to work great. See, doesn't it seem like such a hack job that the darn battery is like sitting in there like cockeye, like couldn't you make it straight? I mean, design.
Well, there is this.
Like it looks like somebody just put a battery in here, like just sort of randomly just zip tied it to the frame, to the fender. We'll start it up for a second and then check it. I hope this isn't the transmission dipstick. You guys are gonna be yelling at me. Let me see. That's got to be the Mansion. Maybe we should make a video of me reading the manual on this thing. You know, I've had so many Porsches and BMWs that I sort of know what I'm doing. I don't need to read the manual. Look at that. Is that genius or what? Put it on frickin' straight. Alright, so we have to reset, which I do love about this thing. And so all we do, we go into the menu, and we go to, I think it's, no, it's not information, it's settings, vehicle, what the heck is it? There it is. And then you just go to oil life. Somewhere. I could have sworn it was right here. Maybe it is in vehicle. There it is. Set to 100%. You just hold down the OK button. Resets. And now it'll sense oil. And we got that. And I'll let it run for a minute or two and then I'll check it.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
If you're younger and never changed or checked your oil, pull it out, wipe it off, put it in, then check it. Actually, many of you younger guys, you'll never get an older car. You may never need to do this. Yeah, we'll need to put the full 7. See, it's going to here. That's full. So the oil line's here. Need to go here. So I'm going to put the rest of the full cord in, and then we'll call it even. And I'll check it again before I leave for the trip. I put the full 7. You know, some motors will take like if they say it needs 7, it'll take 6.5. Some will need 7.5. You know, some will need 7 right on the dot. You know, it just depends. So I put the full 7 quarts in, and then like I said, I'll check it again in a week or so. So that's how you change the oil in Raptor. I didn't know how to do it. We just figured it out together. Piece of cake. Gosh, it's so ghetto. Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.